All right, guys, welcome to Inferno, our Max Shred program. The workout now, let's get it started. Remember, the philosophy video is available for you to understand how to manipulate yourselves and work your way through the different alarm levels and all that. Make sure you watch that video. It's extremely important for you to watch that to understand how to do these workouts, all right? Now, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at that conditioning for 60 seconds, a push for a certain amount of reps within 60 seconds, legs for 60 seconds with a certain amount of reps in those 60 seconds, and pull for a certain amount of reps in those 60 seconds. Remember, the reps will vary based on your alarm level. Your rest will vary after the circuit as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate, this is the exercises that the 2 alarmers, the 3 alarmers, and the 4 alarmers are going to do. The 2 alarm and 3 alarm might possibly drop down to the fire escape exercises. The beginners, the 1 alarmers, are going to start with the fire escape and stick with this all the way through. The 4 alarmers are going to stick with these the entire way through. So let me demonstrate what this circuit looks like, and then I'll demonstrate what this circuit looks like. So first of all, for our conditioning, we have our bench overs. So bench over, we're going to use a good old little bench here for a conditioning exercise. Post up with both hands on top of the bench, feet parallel to the bench, hop it over, and hop it over, okay? Land on the balls of your feet, pick up the pace, and go back and forth. 60 seconds. Remember, every conditioning exercise is done for the full 60 seconds, okay? Pace yourself, try to get yourself going at about, a good pace would be 1 every 2 seconds, so you're doing about 30 reps or so. You don't want to try to blast out of here and do 100 of them, because I promise you, you're going to lose it before you can even make it through the second or third round. Now, for the push, bench dips on heels. So we're going to come out here, walk ourselves all the way out, get up on your heels. Now, when you do this exercise, guys, it's not the greatest exercise for your shoulders if you do this. If you let your traps kind of shrug all the way up here and you come down, and you can do like that because you're pushing your shoulder way forward in the shoulder joint there. It's not that healthy for the capsule of your shoulder. So get your shoulders back, roll them back, keep your shoulders down instead of shrugged, and then just bend at the elbows for your triceps. I like to kind of come down and then go back and up. So now, if I was, let's say, a 4 alarmer at this point, I'm actually aiming to do 30 reps right in the first 60 seconds. As soon as I'm done, whatever rest I have left over, that's my rest period. Then I go into our high hip bucks down here on the ground. So for here, keep my feet flat on the bench, dig my heels in, arms out, dig down, push through. Here, up, squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings together, drive up. Like that. Again, it would be 30 reps if I was doing this at the 4 alarm level in the first 60 seconds. Now your heart rate should be going already just from that first 60 seconds of the bench overs. Next, we move over here to our pull. This is our scapular pulls. Really important exercise here for developing our upper back strength. All you gotta do is hang up on the bar like this. Now you're trying to do a pull-up without bending your elbows. So I'm here and I pull up. Here, pull up. I'm basically trying to pull my shoulder blades back and down. Just like that. You'd see my shoulder blades if my shirt was off, down and back, down and back each time. Again, I try to get as many reps as is assigned to me based on my alarm level. If I was a 2 alarmer, I'd be doing 20 in the first round. Now, I get to the end of it. My rest period is determined by my alarm again. It could either be 60 seconds, it could be 30 seconds, or it could be no rest at all, depending upon your alarm level. I go all the way back through. Again, 5 times for 1, 2, and a 3 alarmer, 8 times for those guys that are working on the 4 alarm. Now, the easier guys, the guys that are just starting out, you have to do the same workout. We scaled it. You're not working different muscles, you're working the same muscles, we just have to make it easier for you to actually get through this. So we have a low bench tap exercise. So, firstly, it doesn't have to even be on a bench, it could be anything. Anything that allows you to do what I'm gonna show you next, which is a low bench tap. You put 1 foot up, swap, and go back and forth. Just like that. Could be a step if you're doing this in the house. If you can pick up the pace a little bit, Then you pick up the pace. But otherwise, if you have to, just start like that. Tap, 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 tap. Okay? Still for 60 seconds. When we do our bench dips, we're just gonna make it a little bit easier by keeping our feet underneath us. Same thing applies here with your shoulders and your chest. Get your shoulders back, chest out, feet are underneath. How does this make it easier? If I need the help, I actually have the help of my feet being able to push me back up. Okay? But you're still gonna feel it in the triceps. Nothing different here. I want the same workout effect for everybody. I just want everybody to be able to do it. Then we go marching high hip bucks. Here, where we get in again closer, get our feet, heels up on the bench, and then I'm gonna get up into the hip buck one time, and I'm just gonna march. Just like that. I try not to let my butt keep dropping down, I just keep it there. March, march, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, just like that. Okay? Finally, we have our seated scapular push-ups. So again, we gotta have the same effect that we did when we were working on our hanging version of this, but I have to make it easier for you to do. So we get in this position here, feet are gonna be flat on the ground, and I'm just gonna push up, and then allow myself to come back down again. Up, and allow myself to come back down. So this time, I'm allowing the shoulders to shrug up, different than what I did over here. My chest is back, down, and up. Get up on your fingertips. If you don't have a lot of clearance here, this is not a big movement. We're talking about 3 or 4 inches. Up there like that, and down. If you don't have a lot of room, you can take a dumbbell, you can take anything, and put it up under your feet here. Now I've just made myself about 3 or 4 inches taller. I have even a little bit more room. But try to keep your arms straight and just move from this sort of reverse shrugging movement. And again, once you complete your rep goal, you have the rest of that time to rest. Work your way all the way through, repeat the number of rounds determined by your alarm, and then rest as much after each round as determined by your alarm as well. All right, guys, that's it. Get used to that workout. You're gonna have another crack at it next Monday, where we're gonna incorporate something new to the workout as well. That's gonna make it even that much more challenging, which is always what we're about here at Athlete Next. Welcome to Inferno. The heat is on. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.